Anyway, let's go ahead and head over to the outside area here. I think we just gotta go back to that amphitheater room, right? I think that's what we gotta do. There's no way to teleport, so we just have to just kind of, you know, run back a little bit. I didn't deal with the monsters back here.
Dangerous foe. Stay on guard.
So getting past them is gonna be a little bit weird. I hope we can get the monster to, like, go away and scurry off to the corner or something. It's getting a little bit close to us there. I wonder if it can... Oh, never mind. Maybe not the best idea. Oh boy. Hey buddy. How you doing? Now he's scurrying back. He's gonna be controlling this area, isn't he? Yeah, he's not gonna let anybody pass. Go on the bridge, buddy. Go on the bridge. Go across the bridge. Yeah. There you go. There you go. Come on. Come on. Is it going? Nope, never mind. He really doesn't want to go across the bridge. I'm gonna come over there and whoop. You know what? Come here. Come here. I'm gonna come over there and whoop your ass. Come here.
Watch out. This is a tough
My
one.
turn.
Top my ass. I'm gonna come on and whoop his ass right about now. That's what I'm gonna do. Just brute force it.
Right.
Brute force it.
Too slow.
Haha, counterattack.
My turn.
Try to kill me?
Here we go.
Not gonna work, buddy. Not gonna work. Okay, then we do this. There we go. Take care of this and
That's
done.
ready. Let's keep moving.
I told him. Guess I decided to get in my way. Huh. Bad idea, buddy. Bad idea. Let's go ahead and make our way back to the amphitheater. And I'm pretty sure we'll be able to press the secret button on the side to exit out of the place somehow. What if we hear the music or not? There we go. This gotta be it, right? Yeah, there we go. Is something the matter? Oh, I didn't notice it before, but doesn't it feel a slight breeze in this area? Wait. This way. There we go. You think this is the passage we found yesterday? There was a secret passage here too. If so, I imagine it probably opens like the last one did. Maybe this leads to somewhere else in the capital then. No way to know for sure until we open it. Well, let's go and open it. See what happens. I wonder if there's an option to not open it. Like if we just left. That'd be a possibility? I expected as much. I wonder where this leads. It's hard to be sure. It loses our sense of distance and location traveling under the ground like this. But if I had to guess, I'd say we were heading in the direction of... Maybe there's an exit close by. Alright, let's try and keep our way outside. Let's see if we can head over this way. What are we gonna be going to? Oh god, more areas with... Wait a minute. Were we here before? No, these chests weren't unlocked before. I wonder. You gonna be in my way? You're not gonna let me get the chest? Oh, of course you're not. Oh, of course you're not. Gonna be chasing me, aren't you? Wonder if there's a way for us to go past it somehow. Probably not.
Now's our chance. Let's get
Probably have to fight
Okay.
it. We probably could have just like knocked it out and then left around it or something, like skirted around it, maybe. But it's
Here we
whatever
go.
at this point. Let's go ahead and defeat them as fast as we can.
Go.
There we go.
I'll pick you up. My turn.
There we go. We're gonna go ahead and have them attack like this.
Of course.
Earth Cleaver, just to get the two of them out of the way.
Broken.
There we go. Combo, not
My
bad.
turn.
Attack, attack,
We'll cut our own.
and done. Good. I just want to see if we can get the chest out of here, and as well as to get out. Oh, that's actually a really good find. Lots of Sabbath for us to use later on for upgrading and opening up more slots for everybody. How many people do we have to open up slots for, by any chance? I'm just wondering. I gotta check everybody in the class, make sure that everybody's quartz are opened up just in case. You never know what we can find out there, you know? Never know. So I want to make sure we can open them up as much as possible.
That looks like a tough one. Be careful.
Come here, you. Come here.
This looks tough. Careful.
I'll handle it.
Careful. It's not really my middle name, so I can't exactly be careful, but I'll try to kill it as soon as possible. That's all I can
Here we go.
promise you. Let's do this.
All
Right.
It's not that I don't like the fights. I love the fights. I love the combat in this game. It's actually really fun.
Right.
It's just I'm so close to finishing it, and just these monsters are impossible to go around. It's not like they'll really cause so much of a challenge, right? Ow.
Here we
Let's hope
go.
I'll never do that.
Go!
No, I'll just rush.
Okay.
There we go.
My turn.
Nice.
Is everybody okay?
Like, compared to the cave last time, compared to the field trip last time when we went to the North Highlands,
I've only
right?
just begun.
Not bad, level 37, good. Compared to the area where we went to the North Highlands, to that temple, right? To that temple where there was some sort of other affinities that the monsters could be weak against, like time, mirage, and whatever, right? Or space, yeah, space, time, and mirage, right? They were weak to those affinities, and we had to learn how to use those affinities extremely well. Compared to those, these monsters don't exactly pose too much of a threat or really introduce anything particularly new for us to deal with, right? They're fine, it's whatever, you know, they do the job they're supposed to do as monsters of the palace and stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and just stun this one. Leave him alone. How long does a stun last? Actually, a long while, not bad. Should be using a stun from the start. Probably would have made things a hell of a lot easier for myself. Is that everything? There's one chest over there. Paralyzed, good. Oh, that's paralyzed only temporarily. Doesn't actually knock them out, though. Come here, bird. Gotta paralyze you as well. There we go. Oh, this makes things so much easier. Should have done that from the start. Chest. What kind of chest we gonna get? Monster chest?
Is that a treasure chest?
Nope. La Forte, however. That's pretty good. Do we already have La Forte by any chance? Quartz-wise? Let's check here. La Forte. Temporarily grants fire protection to raise attack. Uh-huh. Interesting. Plus strength 25. Interesting. We might want to give it to somebody else here in the party, because I don't think anybody currently right now would really require it. Maybe Machias.
Oh, there's the exit.
Mm-hmm. There is the exit.
We're finally there.
And we can also rest stop beforehand. Let's go ahead and do that. Rest stop before we exit. Never know what's going to be on the other side, so, you know, just want to be careful just in case. Save here. And we are done. Hell yeah. Let's see what's out here. Oh, interesting. Took us back to, Marcus's old neighborhood, huh? Hey, isn't this? Yep, we're back here. With a thing with a cat and everything. Interesting, so that's where the gateway took us over to. Interesting, very interesting. The Oz District. There's Gamgee's pub as well. Seem to have emerged in the Oz District. Marcus's home is here, if I'm not mistaken. Wow, I had no idea the underground passage went all the way from the port to here. The network of tunnels beneath the city really does seem to cover a vast area. It's like something out of a spy novel. And I'll say, maybe it's a sign. What's going on? Was that? Must be the chime to mark the noon hour. Yeah, the Heimdall Cathedral bell. The cathedral itself is pretty far away over the Sang district. You can hear pretty clearly even here. What's up, Marcus? Well, I think it's about time we found something to eat. I'll be ordered to go from one of the local shops. And we don't really have much, but I'm happy to at least reach to coffee at a house. What? You mean Machias? Inviting us into your home? Oh, into his home. Ooh. Oh. Interesting. I wonder... Decided to grab some fish and chips to go from a nearby pub. With a meal in hand, they headed to Marcus's house to enjoy lunch with a good cup of coffee. Not bad, okay. Let's see what Marcus's house was like. Maybe Marcus will finally open up a little bit more about his background and stuff. Like, we know about his dad now, but what about back then, you know? Maybe even about his mom a little bit? Siblings, if he has any? This is the capital's famous fish and chips. I was expecting it to be delicious, but even still, I'm impressed. Yeah, pub's supposed to be pretty well known for their fish and chips. It made it taste good, but at the end of the day, it's still greasy comfort food. But eat it while it's hot. It tastes disgusting if you let it cool off. Probably still better than wartime rations, though. What food isn't? This coffee seems pretty high class, though. It got nice, rich fragrance. Did you buy your own beans and grind them at home? Yeah. Looks like my father went out and stocked up not too long ago. Now and then, he makes a chance to take some time away from his duties and come relax back here. He sees his coffee as a small island of luxury in his hectic daily life, I think. It does sound like something I could see Governor Reagan saying. He seems like quite a respectable man to me. You'd hardly imagine a home like this belongs to an important official like the Imperial Governor. It's tiny. You know, Fee, it wouldn't hurt to be a little less blunt. No worries. As said, my father and I are commoners through and through. He might be a top official, but neither of us really saw it as a reason to change our whole lifestyle. Besides, it's not as though we don't have some attachment to this house. Ah, right. Isn't it a comfy place to live in, though? Really cozy and relaxing.
Ooh, there's a photo.
Oh, that.
Aww, look at cute little Machias there.
Before he got a stick up his ass. And that, I guess, is his mom as well.
He looks like he had such a sweet disposition.
Yeah, before he grew up to be a stubborn old nag.
Fee hit the hammer on the head. Nail on the head? Hammer on a nail, nail on a hammer. However it goes, you know what I mean.
Stop nitpicking people's old family photos! Honestly.
The governor looks the same as ever, though. Is that woman next to him your older sister or something?
Close enough. She was a cousin on my father's side of the family. Since she lived quite close, she often came to visit.
Oh, never mind then.
Our family was just my father and I, so having her around was a big help.
The way you speak about her seems to imply you no longer see her. Did she get married and move away?
She died, didn't she?
She died. Around 6 years ago.
Oh.
I see. And that has something to do with why you hate the nobility, right?
So...
I never really planned on telling anyone about this. But considering all we've been through, I suppose it's time I told you a little more about me. It's a long story, but would you hear me out?
Of course.
Absolutely.
Glad to.
Thanks. Sis was 9 years my senior. Beautiful, kind. To me, she was in every sense the ideal woman. Now, as I said earlier, we're a family of commoners through and through. But my father proved to be a very capable government official. And eventually, he was promoted to an important government position, where he started to make a name for himself. Honesty and integrity are a core part of his work ethic. So, of course, he made his fair share of enemies. But after seeing success in a number of major projects, he gained a reputation both inside and outside the government. My mother died when I was still young, but Sis happened to live around here and ended up helping us in more ways than I can count. Since she was his niece, my father always made a fuss over her. And even though she didn't live in the same house, she was like a real sister to me, and a real daughter to my father. I was always so proud of her. As a child, she was practically my idol. And as you'd expect, she had countless admirers among the men of the city. But for all her popularity, she was always level-headed and sensible. So I never felt I had anything to worry about, until he appeared. He was one of my father's subordinates at City Hall, though unlike him, he was a noble by birth. A man of high rank, too. The heir of a count. However, he had none of the arrogance or haughtiness one usually associates with the nobility. When I met him myself, he came across as an honest and loyal man. He met Sis when Dad introduced him to her one day, and eventually the two of them fell in love and began a relationship, despite the difference in their social status. As a child, I was frustrated beyond words, but even I had to admit that the two of them made a good couple. And Sis seemed so happy when she was with him that I had no choice but to let it go and accept their relationship. Time went on and they became engaged, with Dad acting as the go-between. And that's when everything started to fall apart. His family couldn't have been more blatant in their attempts to undermine the relationship. Apparently, one of the 4 great houses, House Cayenne, proposed an arranged marriage on short notice, and the Count's family were up in arms at the thought he might choose to take a mere commoner as his wife. Since my father held an important post, they were limited in how shamelessly they could try to sabotage the marriage, but they began to harass and threaten her in secret every way they could think of. They made her life a living hell. Maybe she didn't want to cause trouble for the man she loved, or perhaps she did it out of consideration for my father. But all that time she chose to endure it alone. She never discussed it or asked for help. And finally, it became so crushing that she took her own life. It was only afterward that my father and I learned what had really happened. It seems that at the very last, he had chosen to betray her love for him. "But I told her," he said. "I told her I'd treasure her as my mistress instead if she'd just accept that we couldn't be married. I just don't understand it. Why would she take her own life?" After that, my father seemed to redouble his efforts. It was like watching a machine kick into high gear. With the help of his ally, Chancellor Osborne, he was able to wrest control of City Hall from the noble faction. Then, 4 years ago, he was appointed to his current position as governor of Heimdall. And that's how the Regnitz family came to be where it is.
I don't even know what to say.
So that's why you started hating nobles?
Yeah. I was so furious at Sis's death. My hatred needed to be directed at someone. Anyone. First I blamed her fiancé, then his family, and the family of the Duke who tried to intervene. In the end, I just hated the nobility as a whole. The people, their culture, the entire idea of social classes. I desperately wanted the strength to win against them. To show how right I was. How wrong they were. But deep down, I knew the truth about my hate. I knew I was taking out my anger on people who didn't deserve it. People who had done nothing wrong.
You did?
They may be from different social classes, but people are still individuals. Sis's fiancé was faithful to her. He just wasn't strong enough to shield her from all that ugliness, despite his love. And the Count and his family were only acting in their best interests, which is to be expected, really. Ultimately, I've had to acknowledge that not all commoners are good people, and not all nobles are unworthy of respect. Eustace might not have done much to change my opinion, but getting to know you two showed me that there are nobles who live up to that name.
Machias.
I have no idea how my father feels about all of this, but this is how I've come to feel.
I see. You have my thanks.
I'm glad you felt you could talk to us about it.
Still, I don't think it hurt to be a bit more honest with yourself. If you're willing to admit all of that, maybe you can find it in you to be friends with Eustace too.
Are you kidding me? I might accept that not all nobles are bad, but that arrogant, self-centered fool can go choke on a palm. Always mocking me for spending so much time studying, or telling me I need to get out more.
I don't think he goes quite that far. Besides, I don't think he does it on purpose. He doesn't mean any harm.
That's the most irritating part! He does it without thinking!
Well, that was a good coffee break, wouldn't you say?
Wow. And he also got his S-Craft Ultimate Shot. I'm not gonna lie, I never expected Machias to have that kind of a past. The more we progress, the more progress with these stories, the darker and more grim they get. It feels like it's trying to one-up itself every single time. Seriously, it really feels like. First, about Eustace being a bastard son, him going through his turmoil. Then we have Fee with her time with the Jaegers and how she was thrust into this depressing world. And then Machias seeing his cousin take her own life because of the horrible mess of a time that she had to deal with this drama. Oh my god. Who have we not seen about? Who have we not learned about yet already? We haven't learned too much about Rean and his background of the family and where he was from and everything, so I guess that's just still up in the air. We pretty much learned about everybody at this point. I mean, even Elliot as well. Have we not covered... Maybe we haven't covered Laura yet. That's what we haven't learned about yet, Laura, and her backstory. I feel like that's the one we're missing right now. We'll get there, though. We'll get there. Well, lunchtime is over. Must be almost time for the summer festival decorations to start going up. Huh? I would have thought preparations for that would have started way before now. Is summer festival not a big deal in the capital? It depends on who you ask, I guess. I always just thought of it as just one of those small yearly traditions. In my hometown, summer festival was a major event with extensive preparations. Perhaps those places where the ancient animistic traditions survive more put effort into celebrating the festival. Animism still does have to mostly vanish here. Not as much as in Aurora or Crossbow, though. I suppose it's hard to think of it as a seasonal festival in the capital when it's celebrated a month late to begin with. I think most just see it as an opportunity to catch a glimpse of the Imperial City. Family. City. Family. I meant family. Yeah, that sounds about right. Oh, that makes sense. Cool. Is that you, Arcus, right? Ringing? What's he doing ringing out here? This is Class 7, Group A, Rean Schwarzer speaking. Hello there, Rean. It's Carl Regnitz. Oh, Carl Regnitz. Carl Regnitz. Governor Regnitz. Dad? Come to think of it, he did say he would be able to use the Arcus communication functionality in the city, didn't he? The Group A is representative, so I figured it'd be best to call you. Is now a good time? Yes, now it's totally fine. I actually just left you home. Might get some Machias for coffee. And did it now. Had a favorite specialty store. I'll roast those beans just the way I like them. A top-notch brew, alright. With all that's been going on, it's nice to just sit down and enjoy a good cup of coffee. I'm glad you're able to spend some quality time together. Anyway, getting to the point. Calm because I have a bit of a problem on our hands. That being the case, I'd like a Group A to take care of one additional task for me. An extra task? We could do that, sure. But what exactly is it you'd like us to do? Appears to have been a burglary at jewelers in Garner District. That's not all. Corporate seems to have left a message addressed to you. What? The confusion is understandable. However, the jewelers submitted a report of the burglary to the City Hall a short while ago. Normally I'd leave this to the proper authorities, but you'd be willing to go and see if there's anything you can do? Of course, sir. We'll head over to that Garnier district at once. Alright then, leave this man in your hands. What was that all about? Whatever it was, he seemed perplexed. I'll wait till you hear this. Rean explained the particulars of Governor Regnitz's additional task to the group. So jewelry boutique was burglarized. Corporate left a message addressed to us? Weird. Though thinking about it, it all sounds kind of familiar. Yeah, now that you mention, I'm getting a strange sense of deja vu as well. Still, it would be helpful if my father could have furnished a few more details. Well, it's already past noon. Let's head over to the Garnier district and find out what's happened. Interesting. So we got a message for ourselves. Rean and the other members of the Group A paid a short visit to Heimdall Port to report the monster's extermination. After doing so, the boarded a tram to the Garnier district. Interesting. Heimdall Port, monster completed. New material ×5. Damn, one additional field study task was added. Burglary the jewelers. Let's head over there right now. It's weird. Why would they leave a letter directly to our class, you know? Is this here? Nope, that's not here. Jewelers. I think we've already been to the jewelers before, haven't we? Oh no, this is the place. There we go. Let's head inside. Sankore Jewelers. Oh no, we've yet to be to jewelers actually. Interesting. Excuse me, are you in charge of this store? We're here on behalf of the local government to investigate a reported burglary. Yes, that's right. I'm the owner. Must be students from Thors Military Academy. Indeed. Class 7, Group A at your service. Oh, thank goodness. May I had a chance to recover the Crimson Tiara. So the object was that... So that's the object that was stolen? Yes, exactly. It's embedded with the priceless carnelian gemstones. captivating the hearts of all who gaze upon it. The centerpiece of our display had the consideration of becoming a national treasure, valued at almost 100 million mira. Jesus, pretty pricey. Yeah, I'll say. It's being displayed in a big showcase in the center of the room, wasn't it? I heard the store was fitted with the best security system money could buy, so it could display the tiara safely. I'm afraid this was all due to my carelessness. There's no problem with our recently installed security system. The problem was me, falling right into Phantom Thief B's trap. Phantom Thief B. Wait, the Phantom Thief B? Heard all manner of rumors about him, but I still find it hard to believe it was actually his doing. Name sounds kind of familiar. Kelly and Machias know him. Yeah, he's a thief with quite a reputation in the capital. Call himself a liberator of beauty. And he's made quite a name for himself with a string of major thefts a number of years ago. He even gained an enthusiastic fan following from adorning graceful methods he was doing his thefts. Now I don't remember where I heard his name before. He's a thief who managed to steal an orbital tank from the Imperial Army, right? Yeah, that's one of the most famous exploits. Orbital tank? Good lord. I seem to recall hearing that story myself. I wonder how one steals a tank. So, do we know how Tiara was stolen? Phantom Thief B is well known for sending the victims a card notifying them of his intended crime before he commits it. Weird! I'm getting some major Persona 5 Phantom Thieves vibes. Like, send a calling card and then you do it. Did send a card this time? Yes, that's right. Card also contained this message. Your prize tiara has already been replaced with an intimidation. However, the message was a feint. We did have the utmost faith in our security system. We knew that if anyone could get past that, it would be him. We had to open the display case to check the tiara, but as it turns out, that's what he was counting on for us to do. So that's when he stole the tiara, huh? I'm afraid so. Unbelievable. See, we weren't able to get a good look at the culprit's face. Indeed, as soon as we opened the display case, lights all went out. By the time we got him back, the tiara had vanished. I see. Sounds like he's no ordinary thief. Well, a piece so valuable as this, can you maybe explain how you decided we'd be the optimal choice for this request? Of course. Please take a look at this. To the owner of this fine establishment, known as I have the Crimson Tiara securely in my possession. Wait, didn't we see something similar like that in the past? I feel like we've seen something similar like that in the past. Deja vu, major deja vu. What is going on here? Something's going on here. Is that just me? Why does this seem familiar? I don't get it. Why does it seem familiar? Should you fulfill my conditions, I promise that it shall be returned to you unharmed. If not, I make no guarantees. Must now report this incident to the Railway Military Police. Must deliver the other card here to the members of Thors Military Academy, Class 7 Group A. Third, aforementioned Group A must overcome the trial written on said card. Phantom Thief B. It really is his address to us. Find the thief's apparent reveling in his crime somewhat unpleasant. Yeah, though on the other hand, he seems to be giving us a chance to get the tiara back. True. Do you have any other card that do you have the other card the thief mentioned? Of course, please take this. Phantom Thieves B card. Salutations, ladies and gentlemen of Thors Military Academy Class 7 Group A. Should you wish to recover the treasure you seek, accept you and overcome the trials I've placed before you. All the keys lie within the Vermilion capital. First key is a defeat of the conqueror with the heart of a lion. A riddle, is it? I'm not sure if the Vermilion capital is just referring to the city itself, but as for the defeat of the conqueror with the heart of a lion, seems like a treasure hunt. This card is our first clue. It does seem that way. So do you think you can help us out? I'd be happy to. Indeed, taunting us like that, more wow for wiping the smug satisfaction off his face. Let's be off then. Thank you so much. Please find it. Burglary of the jewels started. I think I know what we gotta do. We're gonna have to go from place to place until we find a particular thief. Interesting. I wonder what's gonna happen. I feel like there's a conversation happening here. Let's talk to them. Prince Ovio has been taking part of the event like this much more often of late. But hasn't changed, to be honest. May call him the debaucherous prince, but he's truly a fascinating man. It's been rather popular ever since his famous return to Erebonia of liberal Arcele, hasn't he? I've also heard much about his recent active involvements in official affairs. I guess they got some affairs going on here. Interesting. Opera House? I wonder if it's gonna let us go to the Opera House. Nope, well, we're not. Okay, so I'm guessing this is gonna be a scavenger hunt. We're gonna have to head over to a particular area here. Let's go to Machias Plaza. The heart of a line.